I got into a rhythm of holding about 5 parties a month. And with our high party average here at Touchstone, it really can fool us into thinking that business is just going great because you have high sales. You're like, oh man, look at me. But the truth of the matter was, my personal monthly sales volume was earning me all the sales incentives, which kind of fools you into thinking everything is great. But my personal sponsoring just wasn't where I wanted it to be. I actually missed the sponsoring excellence level by like 1 consultant. It really made me, I was just so mad at myself. So I made a commitment in 2018 to book 10 parties each month, knowing that 8 would probably hold and some would become launches for new consultants. So this intentional increase in dated parties each month naturally increased the number of people I was meeting, and then I could talk to more people about our opportunity. Now here's the best part. It resulted in a 30% increase in my personal sponsoring. Now I'm going to be honest, I have not hit my 10 parties each and every month, but something that I still strive for each and every month, because I am going to continue that in 2019. Because honestly, that 30% increase, you just can't deny it. I always say, and I've always said in my direct sales career, that numbers just don't lie, right? Okay, let me see page 2. So I also made one other significant change, and this was huge. I used to, and I still do, keep my booking calendar on my iPhone. Everything is in there. I have 5 kids, 4 dogs, I mean, everything's in that phone. Unfortunately, my booking calendar really became out of sight, out of mind, because it was buried in my phone. So I now keep my dated parties on my phone, and it's rather obnoxious. It's a huge grease board calendar in my office, and I keep everything up there. Having this visual has challenged me to fill those dates I want and need to work. As we mentioned earlier, calendar blocking, it really does work. And finally, I stayed consistent with making 5 contacts a day. And I'll be honest, sometimes I did even 10 to 15 contacts a day to fill my calendar because I wanted it to be business building ready. Tracking my calls and following up multiple times, using different methods of contact made a huge impact to my booking and sponsoring success. So there you have it.
Awesome. And I love that you said that you made a commitment, a real commitment last year to book more parties, and it gave you an intentional increase in your business. That's extraordinary. So Barbara, I would like to ask you, what 3 things do you do during your parties to identify sponsored leads?
Okay, something that I implemented, and I think everybody should, is the 5 elements of the party. Why? Because it's duplicatable, and it shows the guests that anyone can do that, and especially because we have the little party cards, you can actually read right from them. So it is simple and duplicatable. Especially guests that have attended more than 1 party, they're sitting back thinking, this is exactly what you did last time. It's a no-brainer. And the question and answer part is vital to start engaging the crowd. What kinds of questions they ask you during your demo will help you start conversations with that leader at checkout. That it's customized to them, how that Touchstone guy. But what's important to them so you can actually find a good fit for them. And then you have to add the Q&A. And everybody kind of stumbles through how do you get from there to there. It's very easy. You transition to the Q&A by using Peter Palmieri's words. I know direct sales is a mystery to many of you. And there are so many opportunities out there. But I always want them to know we are the only opportunity solely owned by Swarovski. And I say it with a wink and a smile. I always say, now I'll give you a chance to earn double the playing cards because I'm green, so I don't want to be giving out tickets. I use 52 playing cards, and they can ask me anything they want to know about my business. And I even give them questions to get started. So an example of a question could be, how many days a week do you work? I love that I have that choice, but for me, 2 days a week works. I average about 8 parties a month, but the best part is you get to decide what works best for you. This one's a big one. How do you keep the parties going? I've tried something like this before and I ran out of parties. Just like we're tonight hanging out with the girls, I get to meet lots of people who would love to get together with their friends too. Plus, we have a great plan to help you learn how to expand outside of your friends and family circle, and that keeps the momentum going as well. What is your commission? I love this question, because we all make 25% of all of our sales. There are a lot of companies out there that the commission changes depending on where the sale comes from. And then we get to give ourselves a raise when we sell just $1,800 in a month, which works out to about 2 or 3 parties. We get that 5% bonus. And then when we help others start their own business and all the numbers align, we start to make 40% of our personal sales and then 9% of the people who join us. But the best part is that you get to decide how much you want to make, and we love to write our own paychecks, in case you didn't notice that. The second thing is, during my why, I tell them right away, because we all know when we start to talk about the business, people stop looking at us, right? We know, they're hiding. So I like to tell them, this may not be for you, but who popped into your head? Maybe your sister, your niece, a coworker, a neighbor. Let me know, and together we can help them add a little sparkle to their life, and I make sure they leave with a consultant brochure and the link to my website. And the third thing is, without dominating the conversation, let them get to know you as a person and not just the jewelry girl. Engage in conversation with the guests, asking questions about their job, their family, etc. And they're naturally going to start to ask you questions as well. Compliment the guests, share quick stories. And sometimes I like to start my parties with, tell me something good. And it takes people a minute to get warmed up to this, but then they get to share a new job, a new baby, maybe a promotion at work, whatever speaks to them, and then you can revisit that at checkout, because it's great conversation for you to continue the conversation back.
Awesome,
That's
Laura.
all good.
And I couldn't agree with you more that following the 5 elements at your party really will lead to more sponsoring dates. So Lori, once all of the great foundations are set through the 5 elements, what is your system for checkout around sponsoring?
Okay, so my system for checkout is like everything else in my business, very simple. I have sparkle brochures sitting next to me as a reminder for me to ask every single guest to take a look at our business. When I'm checking them out, of course I, total up their order form and make sure I offer them the best deal that I can on their jewelry, offering everybody the opportunity to host a party with me, to earn their jewelry for free. But then just before I give them their total, I casually bring up the business. I try to keep it light by saying something like, can I send you home with a bit of information about our opportunity? I'd love to hear what you think. I find that by keeping it light, more people agree to take a look. So my goal is honestly to send sparkle brochures home with everyone who is willing. There's no room for prejudging and sponsoring. And if the business isn't for them, then maybe there's someone that they know that they can share it with. Most importantly, it gets more information out there, which helps to build our sponsoring pipeline. Thank you, Lindsay Capital. So we will always have people to follow up with about our opportunity.
Excellent. I love how simple you keep it, and I love what you say. Can I send you home with a bit of information about our opportunity? I'd love to hear what you think. It's very easy, non-threatening, and I think it's wonderful. All right, so Dina, we all know that the fortune is in the follow-up. So will you tell us what your process or system for following up with someone you've identified as a sponsoring lead and how you keep track of it?
Sure. So like Laura and Barbara had said, essentially it's so important that we ask questions throughout the party. So when we get to checkout, if they're a maybe, and guess what a maybe is? A yes until proven otherwise, right? And we have to know what a maybe sounds like. It's our job to usher them to the next place. Like an usher brings you to your concert seat, right? A great usher would never point the flashlight and let you find your own way, would he? No. So depending on the maybe, I will ask more questions. Is it time that they're concerned about? Is it the contact list that there's an objection there? I want to get to know more about them. And then I bridge right to the coffee chat. I will bridge right to the next appointment. Whether it's a coffee chat or a phone call, I'll schedule it in the next 2 days. Putting it on their order form. Ladies, use your order forms to take notes. It's so important. If they first book a party, and I love their energy, I'll plant the seed that this could be their starter party. And that we will talk later on this particular night, and I set a time, which I will schedule to get them the party invites and that whole ball rolling for them. I keep an outreach folder with order forms, one for booking and one for sponsoring. And I take the folders with me wherever I go. So if I have downtime, wherever I am, I have my list. Once orders are submitted, I send a general text message letting them know how great it was to meet them, what you noticed about them. Send them a general, a genuine compliment. It's so important. It's so powerful. You can see for the business, question whether or not they'd love to learn more about the business. If there's an ask in any of the outreach that I send in a text message, if there's an ask, I'm going to tap them back within 2 days. And that's just thoughts, question mark, smiley face. Okay? I am the usher, which means I guide them, I lead them. We are leaders. We lead. If there's a yes, I send a few open times to them. Let's say they were interested. And then this way, we can set the time for the next conversation. Turning maybes into yeses is all about building trust, everybody. So if it's no thanks, I'm not ready, I happily respond with a comforting energy that lets them know that it's totally okay for them to say no, not now. It's all right, because I'm not worried. Why? Because I want the best girls and the most right people on this team. And it likely means that they aren't trusting themselves or me just yet. I'll send them our e-news, I'll send them our follow-up emails that everyone's putting out right now, maybe a fun text with next month, and what's new and exciting. Listen, moths will follow the light. Go be the light. Let them come to you.
Awesome. I love your system of having an outreach folder that you can take anywhere. So you're doing business on the fly. I think that's extraordinary. So Amy, we have heard about personal businesses. So now can you share with us how to make sure others follow your lead with sponsoring?
Yes. Hi, girls. So for those of you who know me, I like to keep things very, very simple. I should actually be called Simple Amy instead of Amy Quinzer, LOL. I call myself aggressive in a very non-aggressive way, but I like to think my passion mixed with my confidence makes people feel much more comfortable in the gift that we have to offer. Why hold on to this gift? We need to share it with everyone, you guys. I think people sign because they have such confidence in the way that we are supporting their success. And of course, we love the jewelry, right? I like to tell my team, keep it real. Speak from your heart. Talk to them about the money and show it to them. I love to talk to them and show them how much we all love Touchstone Crystal. And most importantly, what it's done for myself and for my family and for our very, very bright future here. And what it can do for them and their families as well. Besides setting a strong example, I also work with my leaders and set sponsoring expectations. I talk about the income benefits of sponsoring on every coaching call and at all of our meetings. I believe that sponsoring is the best gift that we have to offer, so I put it in front of everyone as often as I can.
Awesome, and I love that. It is the best gift we have to offer, right? So putting it in front of everyone is really, really important. So this is incredible information from you ladies, but I'd like to pull a little more out of you while we have you here. So I'm going to ask each of you just to share what is your #1 sponsoring tip. So Laura, you mind starting?
I would just like to say that their font is 65 point. That's a smart, very smart. I know to do that next time.
What did she say?
Her font
is 65.
Okay.
It's really big.
So this truly was my best sponsoring tip, and it's threefold. And I think when we get out of balance, it's easy to do that. So when in a party, I have 3 jobs, and I live by this: to sell the gorgeous jewelry, to sell our Generous Hostess program, and to sell this amazing and lucrative business opportunity. And it's so easy to get out of sync and out of balance. And when I do, I say to myself at the end of the party, I need to auto-correct. I forgot to do this, or I didn't offer the opportunity. We all do it, we get in a rush. So here we go.
Okay, I believe it is about talking to everyone, everywhere, all the time, and believing what you do. It is about asking and not telling. So communication and conversations are key, and never give up. And also make sure you get their information. I know I'm going off script here, but we can text them a link right then and there, and then guess what? We have their phone number. you can't get that by handing them just the brochure. But anyway, so don't give up, because remember, some will, some won't, some might, so what? Next.
Love that. Okay, so my top sponsoring tip is to do all 5 elements of the party. Never letting yourself off the hook by skipping an element. Seriously, guys, we know you do it. So I want you to think of your why and your Q&A as a sparkly bow that you're gonna wrap your party with. So find a comfortable way to share your why, and find a comfortable way to transition into a Q&A so that you're creating interest in a fun, fast, interactive way. And be sure that your checkout system is simple. And as I shared, for me, it's as simple as asking everyone, if they'd like to take a look at the business in a super light, non-scary way, and building my sponsoring pipeline one, sure, I'll take a look at a time.
So way back in the very, very beginning, I believed our #1 job as a consultant was to be an ambassador of this brand. In the late 1800s, Daniels for us, we had a brilliant mission. We heard all about that tonight from Dana Musco, from Liz. The mission was a diamond for every woman. And we have the distinct and extraordinary opportunity, everyone, to share that vision and be that ambassador. We have every single thing we need to do just that. We have the name. We are Swarovski. The jewelry is unbelievable, you guys. Did you see this jewelry? It's crazy. It's second to none. The support we have is the best. We have the best online training in Glam Central. It's crazy. Amazing. The best field support in Kay and the girls. The best managing director in Liz. We can confidently consider ourselves to be the best in the industry, and we should proudly carry that mission. And I ask you all to do that with me.
My #1 sponsoring tip is be real, speak from your heart. Tell people, I'm telling you, when I go to my parties and people hear me talk about Touchstone Crystal, they're absolutely like, you ooze the passion about this business. So you guys, I want you to all ooze that passion, because we have something so special here. Share the gift with everybody you come in contact with.
Awesome. Amazing tips from all of you. Now, we have a really special program going on through January 31st, right? With the Glam Cashback program. So I would really like to ask a couple more questions. So Lori, what are you doing differently during your 5 elements to make sure you're utilizing this program?
Okay, well, first of all, I don't like to get too caught up in the details, meaning I'm not talking about, you are this at this level, this at this level. I like to package the cashback program and the Glam plan together and put that sparkly bow on top. So as a transition from my why to my Q&A, I might say something like, wow, what's crazy awesome is that when you join in January, you have the opportunity to earn your entire kit cost back, in addition to $1,000+ in extra income and $1,000+ in free jewelry. There's never been a better time to join Touchstone Crystal. And this is always what I do in January. So I'll say something like, with all of 2018 ahead of you, did you make any resolutions for yourself this year? Did you set any goals? Are any of them financial? What would an extra $1,000 in income do for you? Would you mind sharing? It's amazing what people will share with you when you ask them to. So I use this as a segue into a fast, fun, interactive Q&A. I also bring my kit on a tray. So I like to have my kit on a tray so that it's mobile and I can pass it around during my Q&A. Having it all on a tray together lets them touch and feel and get their hands on it. I also reiterate that our starter kit is made up of our best-selling jewels and comes with everything you need to get started. So,
excellent. And what will you change up at your checkout?
Oh, at checkout, you know what? Again, I'll have that starter kit. I'll find it somewhere in the crowd, and I'll bring it to my checkout station along with my sparkle brochures, just as a reminder for me to ask everyone about the opportunity. Again, keeping it casual and saying something like, can I send you home with some more information about how you can join Touchstone Crystal for free this month? I'd love to follow up with you and see what you think.
Excellent. And then what might a follow-up sound like?
So follow-up's my favorite part, and again, it's casual and it's simple, so a day or two after I've sent them home with the information, I'll send them a quick text, and I'll say, hey there, it's Lori Kelly with Touchstone Crystal, I met you at your sister's party. I just wanted to see if you had a few minutes to chat. Once I get them on the phone, and it can take a couple of tries to get them on the phone, but getting them on the phone is key. I start by asking them to tell me a little bit more about themselves and what interested them in Touchstone Crystal. And then you guys just listen, because if you listen to what they have to tell you, why they might be interested, then and you let that guide the conversation, then you're connecting why they're interested to how Touchstone Crystal can help. And this really, really works. You can do a great job, we can all do an excellent job creating interest and giving out all the best information. But if we're not connecting those dots, that why they might be interested to how we can help them, then we're never going to get the sponsor. So for example, if I'm talking to someone who says that they love the jewelry and they're interested in getting the jewelry at a discount, and that this might be a great way to do that, I agree. And I tell them all about the incentives and the discount and how they can do just that. And when I'm talking to someone who's interested in the income and the business opportunity, and they think this could really help their family, I agree. And I show them how they can earn 25, 30, or 40% by helping bring just 3 people into business with them. So listen.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, so now Amy, what have you done to make sure that your team is using this program to influence a great sponsoring start to 2019?
So I'm definitely going live a little bit more on my team page. I'm making sure that I'm talking and trying to inspire all of our leaders, explaining, making a conscious effort to talk to everybody. New year, new goals. What's better than starting your own business for free? I mean, seriously. I really love to talk about the money that we leave on the table and what's at stake for that. What's at stake for them? What happens when they promote to group leader, showing the money that they left on the table, meaning the difference between 25 and 30% and what they can make at 40%. And I also show them the additional money that they can make from bringing 3 people on to hit group leader. So what I basically do is I have every person write down their last 3 months. And what I do is I look at the income, whether it was 25 or 30%, and then below that I write down what they made at 40%. And I show them the difference between the 25 and 30 and 40. I circle it, and then I also show them that they can make $300 extra by bringing on 3 extra people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you show them the money.
I show them the money.
It's pretty impactful.
Yeah.
Excellent. So an incredible panel of women that really have some great tips. So I hope you wrote down lots of notes and you're ready to run out the store and sponsor like never before. So please help me show these wonderful ladies our appreciation and giving great